If you're looking at roller shutters for the first time, one of the first questions you'll face is this: manual or electric? It's a more important decision than it looks. It affects your upfront cost, your daily convenience, your security, and how much maintenance you'll be doing in 5 years' time. So let's go through both options clearly and help you work out which one is right for your situation. Manual roller shutters are the traditional choice. The curtain moves up and down by a strap, cord, or steel cable, wound by hand using a winder box mounted inside the property. Some systems use a spring mechanism to take some of the weight. The advantages are straightforward: lower upfront cost, no power dependency, they work perfectly during a power cut, simpler installation, fewer components that can fail. For smaller openings, budget-conscious installations, or properties where the shutter is used infrequently, manual is a perfectly solid choice. But there are real limitations. Physical effort is required every single time. For larger or heavier shutters, that effort becomes significant, and for some users, impractical. Each shutter has to be operated individually, and manually operated shutters are generally easier for an intruder to lift than a motorized alternative. Electric roller shutters operate via a tubular motor housed inside the roller tube itself. A button on the wall, a remote control, or a smartphone app, and the shutter opens or closes automatically. The advantages here are considerable. Effortless operation for any size of opening. Suitable for wide commercial fronts, large industrial doors, or multiple shutters on one site. The motor locking mechanism makes them significantly harder to force than a manual system. Electric shutters can also integrate with smart home systems, programmed to open and close on a schedule, linked to alarm systems, or controlled remotely when you're not on site. The trade-offs are higher upfront cost and power dependency. If the power goes out and there's no battery backup, the shutter won't operate. And when a motor fails, typically after somewhere between 5 and 15 years depending on usage, replacement costs around £400 to £500. On cost, manual residential shutters typically start from around £700 to £1,500 installed. Electric equivalents range from roughly the same at the lower end, up to £1,500 per window. And for electric roller garage doors, expect anywhere from £1,300 to over £2,600. Depending on size and specification, industrial electric systems can go considerably higher. One thing worth knowing, if you have manual shutters already and want to upgrade, in most cases it's possible. A motor can be retrofitted into the existing roller tube without replacing the whole system. It's worth asking us to assess whether your current setup is compatible. So how do you decide? If the opening is small and used infrequently, manual is likely the right call. If you're dealing with a large opening, high daily use, or a site where convenience and security are priorities, electric is the better long-term investment. If you're unsure, call us. We'll assess your opening, your usage, and your budget, and give you an honest recommendation, no obligation. HVP Security Shutters 0139 227 0218 hvpshutters.co.uk